When I decided on Ben Franklin as my topic for this speech, my first thought was, how do you explain an informative speech on one of the most popular and well-known figures in all of American history? And then I remember my first experience exploring the life of Ben Franklin, outside of a high school textbook anyway. We were putting together a family history night for my kids' school and had decided on Ben Franklin as the topic for our family's presentation. Now, this decision was based on a couple of very logical reasons. First of all, with a little baby powder for his hair, some reading glasses, and a new suit from the thrift store, my husband made the perfect walking, talking Ben Franklin. But even more importantly, from the standpoint of a busy mom, who could possibly be easier to do a report on? After all, most people have just two images of Ben Franklin. One of Ben Franklin in the Great Kite Experiment, and one of Ben Franklin signing the Declaration of Independence. Well, after just a little bit of reading, it didn't take long to figure out that these two images really didn't scratch the surface of who Ben Franklin was and all that he had accomplished with his life. One of my favorite websites is called The Electric Ben Franklin, and it really sums this up best in the introductory paragraph. It says, trying to comprehend Benjamin Franklin's life and legacy is like trying to grab a shadow. Each time one tries to get a fix on the reflection, it darts away and grows even larger. Ben Franklin's accomplishments reach far beyond the two images that we have of him. He's always concerned with the public good. Ben Franklin was committed to finding practical, effective solutions to real-life problems. These solutions often came from his own imagination in the form of inventions, and sometimes through his club, the Junto Society, which he liked to call a club of mutual improvement. Ben Franklin believed that everyone deserved to benefit from his inventions, and so he didn't patent them, and this is probably the reason why most of his inventions aren't credited to him, even today. One invention that can be credited to Ben Franklin, though, and is still appreciated by anyone with over 40 eyes, is the bifocal lens. He simply got tired of switching from his distance glasses to his reading glasses, broke the lenses in half, put them together, and we have our first pair of bifocals. And you would have thought that the odometer was invented before the car. As Postmaster General, Ben Franklin was trying to map the best routes and needed to measure the distance between the cities. And so he had to do this in a horse and buggy, and this using colonial technology. So he invented a simple device that counted the rotation of the carriage wheels to measure distance. And we had our first odometer. Although many people like to say Ben Franklin invented electricity, what his Great Kite Experiment actually did was to prove that lightning is electricity. And it was as a result of this experiment that he invented the lightning rod. And the lightning rod was a pretty good invention for that time, because it was